Home touch bus.
On the road. We are actually driving back from the doctor's office.
Together. You heard that, folks. Yes, we got the doctor. We human today. We got out on a hermit host.
Absolutely. So we were, as we always do, having these metaphysical conversations.
Yeah.
Or deeper universal conversations, I should say. And I posed the question, because I've seen this a lot in theory and in other people's experiences and stuff like that. Do you think that your actual physical reality is just a... Oh,
God bless him.
Yeah, sorry, buddy.
I got run off the road.
Bless his heart. Anyway, do you think it's actually not real? You know, you think we're just seeing a projection or experiencing life through a video game? Whatever. You know, this is the age of spirituality debate. But what we were talking about, and I think I might have mentioned it on Contact Buzz before, is I feel like we are in a parasitic relationship with human beings. I feel like our soul is connected to a human body when we agree to our soul contracts or whatever, you know. We go into this earthly plane of the existence and we coexist inside this human body. So truly to get to know yourself on a soul level, it opens up a lot of possibilities that we didn't know about in our natural human state, right?
Yeah. So in my comeback with that, because Dallas posed the question to me, is I again believe that we are physical. This is physical bodies. This is a physical plane of existence. Woo! Fell down. If y'all would see, it's the shit road.
It's a disaster zone. Is what it is.
It is.
It's bad.
It's really bad. Okay, so anyway, so we are in a physical plane of existence. In order to shift the consciousness, which is what we're doing right now, with that shift of consciousness comes more saying, sorry.
It's like the Indy 500, this little road that never has a car on it. We passed 30 people. Coal trucks, big 18-wheeler coal truck, a truck over in the ditch.
Yeah, we just encountered that.
A big van, which we know the woman that drives.
Yeah, we do.
Anyway.
Anywho. Okay, so the physical plane of existence is the things that we can, with the five senses, touch, smell, whatever, right? So when we dive more into the third eye, the sixth sense, we're talking about that in a sense of not of this plane of existence. So we're talking the shift of consciousness, the planes of existence, going to another world, but not
dimension,
another world.
Maybe.
Just another dimension that is here.
Coexist right beside of us.
Exactly. So it is transforming the energy around us, not the physical, which will happen in return, but over years, you know, things will be corrected. But, that's what I feel like that resonates with me more than anything. It's that's part of the shift in consciousness. Wow. Wow.
Oh.
Shoot, y'all ever just go down the road and see somebody you didn't want to see?
Swerve over.
Joshing. But no, that's the question that we wanted to pose to you guys too, is to talk about this, because it's really deep stuff to think about. Just like the time thing, we talked about that, we've touched on that, is how, for me, when you mention that time does not exist, it's obviously resonates with us. However, it's
mind-boggling. It's hard for this little human brain to understand.
Yeah.
So that's why you can't really contemplate those things until you work yourself up to a certain level spiritually.
Yeah, exactly. And the comprehension of that is, again, you have to let go.
Yep.
And you have to
trust yourself. It's a snowy, wet, ugly day here.
Everybody's in a shit mood. I mean, I'm just looking at houses and making observations here. But anyway, not bringing the vibes down. We just wanted to.
Yeah. Absolutely.
What is that? Did he say phone?
What is it?
Are we on the call? Oh no! Look, it's on there.
Oh, that's weird.
That is cool
I hope
shit.
It's recording.
It is recording.
It's probably recording through that damn phone microphone.
Oh, that is cool shit.
I doubt it. It's hard to hear.
it's really hard not to get in that space of knowing that you're recording.
It really is. I'm going to sit here and try to forget it.
Yeah, because I think what it is, like we've talked about this, and this, people have to have space fillers where they feel it's awkward.
Well, I mean, I'm the worst, like especially on our lives.
Yeah, oh yeah, on live, it's absolutely.
I'm sitting there, and if you step away for a second, I'm like, duh. And it's just because I panic, It's not because I care.
Yeah.
I mean,
you have plenty to say, but you forget every fucking thing you say.
Exactly. It's just like you're being put on the spot.
Yeah. It's like when somebody asks
Deer in the headlights comes on,
It's the same concept of when people ask you to, if you do karaoke. I forget every fucking song that ever existed.
It's crazy, I tell you.
Yeah. It's amazing to know at this part of our journey how we can take these small things. Now, they're not small. They are actually really big. So it's stuff that we've been taught spiritually on the path early on that we needed to acknowledge, but we didn't acknowledge it deep enough.
No. And we won't truly understand the multitude of the lesson, or how much we truly get out of something, until we grow spiritually to receive it, because I think you are gifted these little foreshadowed gifts that are going to come, but you just let it float by and keep it on the back burner, and then eventually Spirit smacks you in the face with it, and it's like, bam.
True.
Here you go, work on this.
It is.
And this is what you'll figure out. You'll figure out this most beautiful, poignant lesson, like the magic that's disguised in how certain images make us feel.
Yeah.
A poem that we read where we can feel somebody's soul.
Yeah.
In the songs that we connect to,
the lyrics of songs,
that we felt that on a soul level, so it just effortlessly flows out.
Yeah, and that's a beautiful thing. When you don't have to fight it, and you don't have to question it, and you just let go, and you go with the flow of it, and believe yourself,
Yeah.
We talk about that a lot, repetitively, but it's just like we're trying to beat the fuck out of it, with it,
Well, yourself, you're the most important thing in your universe, so
it is, and it's a very hard. We talked about that in receiving, but it's hard for people to put themselves first.
It is,
because it takes someone like me who's a mother of three. As soon as I started, when I was pregnant, I went into mother mode, and when they were out, mother mode. So I settled down my life and really just dove into the mother role, and that was it. It was this really just mundane life. Right? Of me just going back and forth and going through emotions, but didn't know it was okay to process them or how to process them.
Right, because you're controlled so much by the constructs of what man has said we should do out of life.
Yep.
And that's why we place ourselves in boxes. That's why we roll with certain religions. We're scared to death to step outside the bounds of those religions. We all need that crack in the wall moment that opens our eyes, and you can peek behind the veil of religion, and then woo, bam, it's the whole universe that comes at you.
Yeah.
And you have to fine tune and stream in through that third eye these lessons and messages that are inherently in us, in our DNA, codes in our DNA that we don't even know that we have yet, that's not even recognizable by science. Then once those construct or connect or whatever you want to say, then bam, they'll start seeing these in science. That's how over the years, they've developed tools to read DNA sequences, and they've followed and found new DNA sequences, supposedly due to the new equipment that they're able to see it. But I mean, come on, it's those lessons disguised in our DNA that's not opened up yet,
Yeah. Well, that's what we've talked about before too, is how we were talking about the healing codes. We gave you guys that little gift on our last episode, but to dive deeper into that, we're talking about quantum physics here, and how does math fall into energy. So this is what it boils down to: is some people, and we are not math people. I know I'm definitely not.
No, I always did all right. I always got by. It's
Yeah.
never been a calling of mine.
I always struggled with understanding it.
Yeah.
And it's not something that resonates with me. However, you can't deny when you get these codes like this. And then also you see the synchronicities. Let's list the synchronicities of just today.
Oh my God, I can't even list them all. That's
Yeah.
how much it is.
Yeah. So we actually you guys have heard our episodes, seen us live, read our blogs. Well, here we are. Spirit has given us other people's information that they're channeling. We're all channeling from the same place, and it's like, oh my God, it's
we're
my
all
people.
seeing everybody is validating each other right now because everybody is channeling the same energy.
Yep.
We have flipped into this new vibrational pull, or this new higher vibrational. And all of us that are vibing on the same level are getting the same information. It's cool because we see things as they are to us, such as higher beings that we interact with. Other people see them as Metatron, the angels. They very much align with what we believe, I think, me and you. But we don't put ourselves into the constructs of that religious box.
Yeah.
Like other people, hey, if that's what gets you into this and how you feel comfortable and how you view God, beautiful, you're on the right track.
Yeah,
most definitely.
I think it's important to remember that if you do decide to do that, keep your mind open to the possibilities past that structure, because that is what's going to help you grow.
Yeah.
So that can happen in religion. People say, well, you can't really spiritually grow in religion. Well, it is true to a fact, because besides the fact that people start awakening through all these different facets, right? We have all the arrows in one big tent, same thing.
Yeah.
But some people are controlled by the words of a book and the man's word that written the book.
Yeah. Well, it takes away the magic of spirit.
It does.
You know?
It is the connection with you and spirit.
That's what it is. It severs the connection between you and spirit. So, yeah, they're giving you a little bit of this spirit. I know as a child growing up, I know not everybody grew up like us, but in church, you could actually see the Holy Spirit. You could see it move. You could feel it in your heart. Yeah. There is an energy there that they've exposed that this gives you just enough of a breadcrumb to be like, oh my God, what is this beautiful, amazing, heart-busting feeling that I'm having? What do I do with myself? They preach. They praise the Lord. You know?
And then you have the other side of it, the awful side of it, where they tell you how to use that.
Yeah.
No one should ever have to tell you how to live. One, you should basically have good morals and standards in life and be a good person and have compassion and love. And if you don't have that, find that. And the thing that we were talking about earlier is a good point, because we were talking about, y'all know how we feel about certifications, things like that. I mean, who certifies you? Come on now.
Right. Who has
but then
authority?
you get deeper into doctors as healers, aka healers, right? Okay, so they get into the same situations. You got people who really want to and are called to heal, but they are, again, they're controlled
by the rules of the HIPAA and all this and that. And the government. The government has, I feel like, enforced them to push vaccines and all this and that, and we won't get into that because we all here know how I feel about that subject. So well, but it's true, absolutely.
And it is the same thing for people who go into quantum physics. People who there is plenty of people who naturally go into that at a very young age and have no type of degree.
Think about this: the radical ones like Stephen Hawking, like Einstein, who said, who tells me that this is the way it is? Who wrote these laws? Why can't I define this equation through the way that I feel? And they did that. They wrote all these beautiful equations, and in those equations, while they were doing that, they were in a very meditative, very trance state, which is much like transcendental meditation. We all know what runs through our minds. We're in that trance state. That's where we out of body channel whatever. So these gentlemen who have found spirituality through mathematics, that's a good point. We finally wrapped up there.
Yep, exactly.
You know?
Well, it's because people like that are very academically inclined.
Yeah.
And they learn a different way than what we do.
Right.
So you see this in schools with children.
Yep.
You see the children like me or some of my kids who were more
absolutely.
ADD, couldn't pay attention, they put that label on there.
Right.
I hate that, but it's because we learn differently.
Yeah.
And that's why I think that schools should totally change this. I mean, honestly, I think you should probably homeschool your kids in a community where people love to teach, are good teachers. See, that is not something that you need to go to school and be taught.
No.
It should be innately in you.
Exactly. I think we were all born leaders. We were all born teachers.
Yep.
We are all born healers. You know, everybody does have a job, and that's how it's going to work together in this new world to bring in that harmony because everybody working together.
Exactly. That's beautiful.
It is a very beautiful
See, this is the beautiful stuff that we have promised ourselves to start recording more.
Yeah.
Because, y'all, this is the stuff we're talking about constantly, and we miss so much, and we forget so much because we talk about so much. So we want you guys to hear it.
Absolutely.
We went to the doctor today.
We did. And you'll hear our conversation in the car. The first time we ever recorded outside of the sanctuary was actually today, and then it was an adventure. Everything we ran upon a wreck. We did, you know, whatever. But
these roads of ours back here, they're oh shit roads.
They are. They're either busy or they're dead. One of the two.
Yeah, and there's 18-wheelers going out these roads, and I'm telling you, it's one-way roads, not two.
Yep, and very off the side of the mountain
no
roads.
guardrails.
Yeah, no guardrails off the side of the hillside.
Yep.
I won't say mountain, but I will say hillside.
Yeah. That's what we go to when we're riding on the trail.
Mm-hmm.
No guardrails there. You're talking about an asshole pucker right there.
Yeah,
it's nice when the trees are full up there because you just like forget, and it's just you're on the top because what we're talking about is Little Shepherd's Trail, and you all know if you followed us and you see us all up there a lot taking pictures and riding through. So what we do is we put on native flute drumming. I'm not flute.
Well, flute or drumming.
Native, but mainly drumming because we like the way the speakers just really the bass goes.
Yeah, boom. It permeates through your body and your chakras.
Yeah, so here we are meditating, driving, and or just being the passenger. We're both in meditation.
And I'll be in a trance-like state where I'm imitating the drum.
Yeah. I love it. See, that's good times. That's getting back in nature. And again, we talked about this on Behind the Third Eye, on Into the Mystic was that last night?
Last night, actually.
Shoot, Lord.
It was.
See?
Time flies when you're having fun.
It sure does. But we talked about that. We talked about how it's the year of no excuses. We've mentioned it on here too. Yeah. But also getting back to that, back to nature.
Oh, thank God, back to nature. I've been craving, I don't know about y'all, I've been craving nature so much.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because I've taken it for granted. This last year was a year of healing for us, and we retreated. We retreated inside the sanctuary, and we spent hours upon days, upon months healing, which is beautiful.
Yep.
And we're chomping at the bits now. We're ready. We're sorry that we've neglected the beautiful nature, but we also, everybody has that innate ability to know when you need to retreat and when you need to get your ass up and you need to get out of your house.
Exactly.
And Spirit's saying to us now, get your asses up. You've healed. You've done your time. You're ready.
Yep.
So we're excited about this year, and it's going to be a good year.
It is. It's going to be amazing balls.
That's how it happens. Spirit kicks your ass, man. If you're being stupid and going against the grain, as we say from the Sacred Rebels deck, it'll beat you.
It will beat you, and it will keep beating you until you open your damn eyes.
It's like Rafiki hitting Simba over the head or whatever. Wake up, bitch.
Yeah. There's a lesson here.
I feel like in my older years, which I'm only 39, so I'm starting to feel more like Rafiki every day.
Y'all want to see Dallas? He's going to have his staff. I imagine myself as the big...
In my moo-moo.
In your moo-moo, that we're going to get when we go to Africa. See, this is how we dream. So I'm going to give you a little Benji Hamilton quote, and that's my daddy. He says, You know, you can dream all you want because nobody can ever take your dreams away from you.
That's right.
And that's what we do, but we do it with intentions, honey.
That's
We
right.
manifesting the fuck out
We
of
make
it.
those dreams a reality, which we always thought we possibly could, but now we know 100% that we can.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
any dream that you have, you can bring into formation. I promise you that.
You know what I resonate with in movies like that?
What's that?
On Kung Fu Panda, the big sea turtle.
Mm-hmm.
That little, and well, not the big, but he's a little guy. He's the turtle.
I'm not familiar with the movie.
Oh, Kung Fu Panda, yeah.
I mean, I am familiar with it, but it's been so long.
The second one really much so because
Yeah.
it takes you into his realm.
I'll have to watch
yeah.
it. I don't think I even watched the second one. So.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
It's you learn. You know.
I like those little feel-good movies like that every now and again.
Yeah, and you know what, guys? These.
Hello.
Hey, baby.
He passed us Belle.
Yeah, that was my son, my youngest, bringing us the gift of Belle. I can hear her. She's a 14-year-old teacup chihuahua.
She's so cute. Bless her.
I just saw pictures on my memories of her. She was so black and sleek and just not humped over. Like she's got arthritis and she's just her skin bothers her and
it does. She's pretty.
Food's done.
Sweet.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Is getting yourself connected with the divine.
Yes, and I wish I had started recording sooner, but we just caught the very tail end of it.
Cool.
But it was a beautiful point, and we're not prepared to share it yet. So,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah. We're going to get real deep on y'all.
We are. That was just a prequel. Wait, y'all know us, so, you know, we get deep.
We get real deep.
Listen, we've been trudging through this spiritual improvement period. I don't even know what to call it. Yeah, we've been trudging along this path for a very long time, and we've been through the lows of the lows, and we've been through those beautiful, amazing highs.
There's more highs now than ever.
Yeah, much more highs now than ever because you realize that perspective is everything.
Speaking of perspective.
Perspective.
I love it. Perspective. Speaking of that, we were just talking about. Somehow, like we got into Jesus in the Toast, Matrix scene in photos and stuff. And
we were talking about what people saw as miracles.
Yeah, and they take it as on.
And they don't look at the synchronicity or what they should be seeing out of it.
Yeah, exactly. Like cloud transformation, Jesus in the Toast. You know, something is always around you to make you think. Now, the synchronicities, what are they meant for? You go to angel numbers and all these other things, but in reality, they're to make you pay fuck attention.
They are.
To take that moment in time and stand still and be one with the universe and to send out your intentions and what you want to receive. So that in itself is amazing. So, yes, everything is around you. And we are just trying to help teach people to learn how to do it and just quickly and safely, and it's beautiful.
It is beautiful because we want as many people on this vibrational level as us.
Mm-hmm.
And that's part of synchronicities too. When you start seeing a lot of synchronicities in your life, that tells you that you're vibing on a higher level. And it shows you that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, that you're okay in that moment in time. So take stock in that. Take comfort in the fact that, you know, if you see all these synchronicities, all y'all out there that you've been agreeing with us on seeing these synchronicities, you're vibing high, man, and congratulations. That's where we got to stay. If you ever start to notice that pulling away from your life, then reconsider where you are spiritually.
Yeah.
Okay, Google. What?
We were talking about seeing out of the third eye, the body leaving the vessel from the third eye. You had talked about that.
Yeah, right.
And we juggled around with it, and it feels good to us. You know, it feels right. So when you're in meditation, you can then use that conscious level to project, and it projects out of your third eye.
It does, and you're projecting out of your third eye, not your out-of-body experience.
And then your left or right brain dictates how deep you go.
Absolutely. That's just a little theory.
Yeah. Not a theory, it's fact.
Fact.
Damn it, it's
through
fact.
life experiences and spirit.
Yeah, that's just like right there. That just come about, just happened, and that's a freaking awesome because we usually forget this shit.
We do. And when I was doing that, when I was talking earlier, it was definitely channeled type messages.
Yeah.
So that makes total sense to me.
Yeah. Because we don't remember a lot what we were talking about.
I knew I was in the moment and was just like
passionate.
Yeah, very passionate. That's how it feels when you channel, you know.
It is.
You kind of take that back seat.
You really do. And it's scary. So scary. And I fought it for a very long time.
This is stuff that we have been, probably one of our hardest lessons to overcome was being comfortable about talking about this stuff publicly. And we've been doing a lot of that lately.
We haven't. It feels good.
Once you truly learn to let go and completely surrender and just do it, things really start happening.
Yep.
They do. Beautiful things are happening. If you conduct your way through life with a good core belief system, and I feel like most of our listeners out there are on this level, you get to reap the benefits and the rewards of that. All that hard, awkward work that you put in about the thoughts of like self-doubt, self-worth. Once you bury all that shit and overcome and learn to love yourself, that's when these things really start to happen for you. Because you can't truly know what... I don't know. It's not for this time, I don't guess. Yeah. But yeah, beautiful things.
Beautiful moments. A negative thing about myself and not show the world.
Yeah.
That's my vow out there to the world, to myself, to everything. Because, you know, I still have insecurities that I'm working through.
Yeah.
They don't control me, but, you know.
Yeah. It's a beautiful thing to show that vulnerability. And it's a very vulnerable thing to bare any part of your soul to the world. So putting yourself out there is a major thing, and people really resonate with that. They resonate with somebody that's ballsy enough to call out how they're truly feeling about a situation.
Yeah.
It's cool that we can connect with people that we've never even met before, you know, and have that same experience. We validate each other daily in social media posts and all this and that. All these, it's just a congregation of spiritual people.
That's what it became on Facebook for me, I've noticed. And we did that with the thought process.
Yeah, we willed that in, absolutely.
Yeah, we willed that fucking shit in.
You perfect your life, guys. The perfection of life has been big right now. And you got to work. You got to work to perfect
yourself. Are we recording?
Yourself. Yeah, we're recording. Yeah.
You're good. I love it. You're on it.
Yeah.
You're on it. He got me.
I started recording when you were talking about the picture.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Taking a picture, or looking at the pictures of yourself.
Yeah.
I didn't catch the whole thing, but I figured, you know, with the vibe of us here, it don't much matter, so.
Yeah. No, that's cool. Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, perfection of your life is a big perfection of spirituality, because it's one and the same.
And perfection of self.
Yeah, it's perfection of self.
By perfection, you know, that's something that I actually just posted on this morning, because I posted very graphic pictures of my stomach. And my stomach, I'm a big stomach woman. Like, that's how I'm built. Like, I've always had a big stomach, right? Even at my thinnest. But I've had 3 kids. Well, I've bared. I'm not bared. God damn, that sounds bad as shit. I've carried.
You bore 3 children. Bore 4 children. No, I don't know how to say it, but yeah.
But yeah, I've held, you know, my womb has held 4 souls, and I've gave birth to 3 of them, and that's beautiful, you know, and I've never been one to really be concerned about my stretch marks, so I don't get that with ladies, but okay.
Well, it's all of just a self-love
perception,
thing.
yeah.
You know, it's a perception of what you're going to allow to bother you in life.
Yeah.
Ask yourself, does it bring you peace? Don't worry about it if it don't.
Exactly. And if you have an asshole belly.
Yeah, you're just going to,
You're
going to fixate on that asshole belly.
Yeah.
Your whole life.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
just make light of it if you have to.
Yeah.
Don't let it eat you up so much inside.
You know
Don't
what?
give it that much power.
Exactly.
Over
Here's a
yourself.
little story. I have, y'all see, if you've seen my picture. If not, go to my personal Facebook. I'm always public, but you can see it there. And it's a very candid picture of everything. And I put it in black and white so my stretch marks and scars would show a little bit easier for the picture. But it shows my stretch marks, especially from recently where I've lost a lot of weight. And it shows the shape of my belly, and it shows the scars of surgeries. And I think that's beautiful because we look at things like that as imperfection, but
perfection.
It's the perfection of art. Yeah, it's the art, man. It's your art piece. It's like your tattoo.
It's your stories to tell.
Yeah, it's exactly. Like,
every one of them stretch marks is a roadmap.
It is.
To the soul, and I'm not trying to be punny when I say that, but you know.
Yeah, some people are so not confident. They are now tattooing over their stretch marks.
Yeah, to make them more skin colored. What happens if you tan?
I don't know, man.
Ink's not gonna change color.
No, ink ain't gonna. Surgery ain't gonna change that neither. So let's get that out there. No amount of Botox or makeup is gonna make that so pretty when you nasty, honey. Mm-hmm. No,
I could see it for a medical reason if you had to, but I don't see
absolutely,
it.
Because I get
because we're born the way we're supposed to be. You know?
Yep. It's like one of the things that I'm insecure about and was talked about earlier is that I've always had like a little, I guess as I've gotten older, a mo on the top of my eyelid. But I have like skin tags that's come up on my eyes. But before that, which is weird, it's genetic in my family. We get these white bumps around our eyes, and I've always had them growing up. Jonah has them, my mom has them, BJ has them, but it seems like they went away, and some of these have hardened into like a like mo or skin tag. So it's something new on my body, and I'm insecure about it because it's something new on my body that I have to learn to love. Yeah. And I've told Dallas, and I said, you know what, I've considered going and getting them removed, and if they ever become a problem, I will, and it's not because out of the want to look pretty, because I know I'm beautiful on the inside, and that portrays on the outside, so the perception of that is beautiful, and I'm 100% okay with saying that out loud.
Right.
But yeah, that's one of my insecurities that I have, and we all have little small insecurities about our bodies, because we're afraid of judgment of other people to an extent.
Right.
I have very dry skin, and people could see that and say, well, she never lotions or whatever. Right. They can assume what they want to, but that's the perception of their self that they're trying to portray, and they're not happy with themselves. So they find anybody else's imperfections. So guess what? Nobody ever sees your imperfections because they see you.
No.
That's the truth of it. Real people see past that. And me and you've talked about this all the time.
What I was going to say is I am very much so my very worst critic.
Yep.
And I catch myself doing this all the time, but lately my shit's been on point, so I've been knocking this shit out as soon as it rolls up.
Ding, 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 ding.
I've not been doing this lately, but I feel like I put myself down more than anybody else ever would. I pick out my flaws and like dissect myself so harshly. And it goes back to that thing that you were talking about before I started recording here, is how you should look at one of your pictures and learn to love what you see there, because that in a month you will look back and you'll be like, why was I so hard on myself on this picture? So it's daily, it's hourly, it's that perception that we've got to keep honed in on.
Yeah, because love, guys, as you know, is self-love too. We can't preach that enough. And there's a reason. We keep, pounding it in y'all's heads about these things, because we want you to understand fully. Yeah. Not just on a basic level of understanding. We want you to understand how this has changed our lives.
Yeah, absolutely.
Still, very much so. We are coming into something huge for ourselves and for other people who have stepped up to their roles of what they're meant to be on this earth. So
absolutely.
Yeah, that's so contract, baby.
I agree. So if you are that much of a spiritual badass, why not own it? Why not own it? Don't be meek, don't be mild, don't be timid about your spirituality.
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing. Think about this. as a healer now, you know, and being able to know energy, what to do with energy,
Right.
you walk into a room and you feel something very potent, very nasty. So, what is your first instinct to do?
My first instinct is to clear the nastiness,
Yeah.
to go into that natural
To
healer
run into
mode.
it. Yeah, so you go into a protective
Yeah,
mode.
absolutely, very much protective, and I'll start pulling that negative energy immediately,
Yep.
giving it to Mother Earth. You know,
Yep.
that would be my first.
So, like me, I've always ran toward it. Because in the moments, I'm not scared.
Yeah,
Fear does not
right.
control me.
Same here.
So there you go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That is the answer
That's true.
to whatever the fuck it was
Yeah.
that we were talking
We
about.
let fear, well, we let a lot of fear, we let things define us that we
Yeah.
shouldn't. We give things too much power
Yeah.
over us than we should. We give people too much power
Definitely
over us.
people.
The whole thing about self-love is don't let anybody bring you down. You can listen to the haters all day. There's going to be haters, there's going to be trolls. Just
That's right.
brush them bitches off. Don't even entertain them. Don't give in, because that's exactly what they want. If somebody says something nasty, just like pull a Holly and God bless your heart on them.
Yep, that's right, honey. Listen, now, in my defense, y'all know, and these people know me, they know when I'm truly meaning it out of the bottom of my heart and out of my asshole, okay? When I'm wanting to shit on you and say, well, bless your heart, honey. You know, because everybody knows, if you know Holly and known me for whatever amount of time, you know that...
Kill them with kindness.
That's right. And you know what?
That
used to irk me so bad because I would be so bitter towards people who done me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm like, I ain't killing nobody with no damn kindness. I'll put my foot up their ass, you know. Now I'm like, you know what? I will. I will. Over my altar.
Exactly. Exactly.
We're going to speed up that process a little bit. Put my big intentions behind it.
Mm-hmm.
No, but seriously, y'all get what we're saying. And we'll keep on being like this. It's amazing because we've actually the ancient beings that we communicate with have told us and shown us a long time ago that we would be in history in some type of way, and this is verbal history through time, and that to us is something so humbling and so fulfilling. You'll never know that if I died tomorrow, I would be happy on my path that I've traveled.
Same here, 100%. It's that pride, it's that bursting heart feeling that I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
You know, like where your heart's so filled with the Spirit, we'll say, because that is our connection to Source. That is us really realizing that, oh my God, we are the universe. We are our own creator. We are our own universe. We control every aspect of this universe.
We just got to break through them lessons, guys. They hurt. Yes, they hurt. They hurt so much. But when you get through it, it's amazing. It's way more satisfying on a soul level than you can ever think. And your mind, body, and soul become aligned. Yeah. And we are still working on that completely.
It makes your heart happy.
Yeah.
I mean, what we're doing right now, my little heart is sitting here singing to y'all. At the
you know
moment,
what it's singing?
Doing, it's singing. Exactly, it's exactly what it is.
I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine.
This is us right here.
This is normal. Y'all got the point. We gonna let it shine on you, honey. Be the way, be the light, be the way shower, show others the way. Be love, be compassion. Yeah, everything that you need to be to change this perception of the shit around us. I promise you, honey, it is temporary if you just put your shit out there. Care Bear staring.
Yep. Join us up here.
Yeah.
The water is nice, I promise you.
We've got cookies.
It feels great. You know.
No, we can say that coming from a point of that low that we've been in.
Oh, God, yeah. Which we're coming up out of.
Hell yeah, it's a constant battle, man. It's waves we're hitting.
We were just sitting here talking earlier about the retreating for the winter.
Yeah.
I don't know if I talked about that on here or...
Oh.
if we were just talking, so I won't
okay, well, just say it again.
Well, I was just saying that this whole year, 2021, last year, was a year of healing and a year of redefining who we were as a person, as we will continue to be, and to heal from old shit and to be the best versions of ourselves that we can put forward for you guys, so we can let Spirit work through us. That's why we do what we do. That's why we love doing Into the Mystic and Biz.
Yeah, that is how we wrote. Hold on a second, I'll be right back. Keep them held down. Tell the cat, move! My God, looks like a trap house in there. Lord, y'all.
We just ain't gonna worry about that.
We're gonna shut the door on that. You know, when you
sanctuary time.
Yeah, that's why I stay in sanctuary. I don't have to deal.
Exactly.
I deal on the deeper levels and all that.
Right. We deal with
other petty
soul level stuff.
I had to get her some sour cream and onion Pringles for snacks. Because that is so fulfilling, right?
We love a good snack.
Mhm.
It's all perception and mind over matter. Yeah. It's been a good, relaxing day for us. Even though it's been busy, it's been a good day.
Yeah, man, dude.
Yeah, that's
one thing. We went to the doctor.
We
went to Walmart. We ate out.
And we actually fully adulted today. And guess what? We handled it. Everything went smoothly. I got a haircut.
Yeah.
I'm going to be looking fresh in Savannah if you see me out there.
Shoot, if you see me. Just,
we just come and enjoy the curves and the waves over here. Because we both got them for days.
Put it right in the wave, hey.
But if this episode should happen to come out before we go to Savannah,
yeah,
we'll be down there.
Yeah, and I'll just spit out Pringles all over down. It cracked me the fuck up. I love it.
Me too. All right.
What?
36.
36 minutes?
Yes.
Fuck.
Here we are in meditation again.
Yeah. Feeding my face. Hold on now. This is how it goes.
It is. That's okay. That's our sanctuary time. That's the very essence of us right there, guys.
All right, guys. Buckle up. We're going to go into some meditation. A wife beater? Lord.
That's funny.
That's one of my children.
Everything's very clear to me right now. Like, I have a certain clarity that I usually don't when I close my eyes.
I see it.
It feels very crisp and very clean and very focused, you know.
Whoa. It is in the third eye?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I see it.
Yeah, I'm in there. And it's seeing on a deeper level because I don't see with that astigmatism. I'm seeing like I would if I could see clearly without it, you know?
Yeah.
That's really cool. And it's a very cool, cold, almost cold feeling on my forehead.
Yeah. Oh my God! I just saw a hand removed from your hand. Your head, the third eye. Or something. Something. Hold on, I need to go deeper. Something moved from your third eye as soon as you said that.
Wow.
That's pretty freaking awesome. It's so weird that you said that.
Yeah. That's how it's been happening, man. I love it.
Excuse me again. Okay, so what we're doing here, guys, just to explain, we are going into our right brain side, and we are viewing from our third eye. Now, you might say, oh, what do you mean your third eye? You mean your mind's eye? No, if you close your eyes, that's a mind's eye that you can connect with the third eye. We are looking directly out of our third eye. Which you would think that, you know,
that it's just a figure of speech.
Yeah.
What I thought all these years, but it's actually legit. It's like a muscle. I have no doubt that pineal gland, you know, like that you're switching into that view. It's so cool. You can actually feel a physical shift, and I think we've talked about this before.
Yeah, it's like putting goggles on and if you look at your hands while you're in here,
it's
like
amplified. Everything. It's like a VR.
Yeah, VR headset.
Which is so cool. We can be our own VR headset, guys.
Yeah.
This is out-of-body work right here.
Yeah, and it goes back to our theory on we release from our third eye. So when we pass when we are tethered away from our vessel, that, goddamn, I forgot what.
That we can't come back.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but we exit through our third eye.
Yeah, right, yeah. Add that word. God damn. Did we talk about that earlier on here?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I had a little brain freeze moment there. Like a malfunction, like a short in the short in the system there. Like we
I got Tigger coming out now. Shit, I love it.
Me too.
Okay, going back in.
And it's that easy. You can switch right into it.
Yeah.
It goes deep with that transcendental meditation. It really does.
Yeah. People wonder, like, do you think it will take you a long amount of time to be able to just click out? It doesn't.
No, and Tyrene can attest to that. We were able to teach her what we've figured out, you know, in meditation and stuff, and she actually said that it helped her quickly get in the zone, whereas people say that, oh, I can't meditate, I got too much going on.
It's an excuse. Yeah. Sorry ass.
Right. I mean, really, you really just got to sit down and really, truly want to do it.
Yeah.
Unless you're at that point in your life, you won't do it, and you won't hear it. But
if it doesn't resonate with you at that time, then it's not meant to be.
No.
So it doesn't mean that you should stop trying. It's just maybe Spirit telling you need to work on your shit. Because there's a whole level of shitness. It's like an onion.
It is. You have to peel back each nasty layer. Get the eye burning sensation, have them tears. You know, it is like an onion.
It is.
It'll make you cry. It'll make you laugh. It'll make you hold your nose and be like, shoot, God. That's the dirty parts of the spiritual path that nobody talks about.
Yeah.
We want to be quite frank with you guys. It's not a walk in the park at all, which y'all know if you've been this deep in with us.
Yeah, and you know what? You don't give yourself enough credit on the things that you've been through because you think it's small compared to what other people go through. It's not. It's something that not everybody reacts the same way that you do.
And it's your own individual story. It's what makes you you.
Yeah.
We are our past experiences, and we have to transcend that, you know. So if you had a bad past, don't live in that past. Figure out a way to heal yourself and get past it, or else you're going to invite that your whole entire life in. And I can't with that. I don't want no part of that. I'm vibing high, and I'm going to keep on keeping on, you know.
Keep on loving you. I want you. I need you.
But yeah, so getting into that third eye view, you can really, that's where things happen. That's where I know I say this all the time, but that's where you can really reprogram yourself and your thoughts and your fears and your feelings. You can truly go inside yourself and fix the things that you need to fix and correct what you need to correct, and that's why we want to share all this information with everybody. We want a world full of healed people. That just makes my heart dance just thinking about it, you know. It also, on the other hand, breaks your heart to think about all the people that are having to continue to live in this sludge without, because you, in this life, they may be a beautiful, beautiful person that you see no flaws with, but they're having just the shittiest life. And it's part of that soul contract that they chose to better themselves, because they may not have been that person in the last life. They may be eaten alive with some really bad generational shit.
Pretty tone. Lord knows I'm going through it.
Yeah, right.
Lord knows. But you know what? And it's the silent. There I go too. I'm gonna stutter it out. Lord, fuck, I forgot what I was trying to even say. I lost it.
Yeah, that's all good.
I'm chilling over here. While Dallas was over there talking, I was in the zone and.
Just in that third eye zone. That's what I was saying. You can make a lot of things happen in that third eye view, and
for you aura readers, that's where you're going.
Yeah. You see that's how you see people's auras.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, me and Dallas sees each other. Now, I've not seen all these other energy bodies that everybody claims they see, which I'm not saying you don't. It's just that I'm not meant to see them.
Same.
I see a lot of divine light, is what it is.
Right.
What I mainly see is like a fluorescent color and a golden color of auras.
Same.
And I think you've seen purple.
Purple, yep. A little bit of bluish green.
Yep. So I'd say you would do wonderful at reading auras, like on a wall of light.
Yeah, it's never really spoke to me, so I don't.
No, but it'd be cool to just
see,
it
would be
to
cool.
test yourself. I would love to do it too. Me too. So that's another thing too, is we've talked about this a long time ago and kept preaching about it, is to these lessons, involve yourself in them, test yourself. It's okay to dive into some tarot cards, some divination. The energy it comes out in many ways. Think about it this way, guys. So we have the cards we read, right? Okay. Well, we also have the shows, which, Spirit really takes over and gives us the messages. And we have the website for the blogs. We have Into the Mystic. We have our traveling and connection. Man, I'm telling you what, people never can look down on somebody on this path and say they're not someone who is dedicated and compassionate about what they do.
Yeah.
Because, we work our ass off, whether we want to give ourselves credit for that or not.
Absolutely, we do. And the cool thing about it is it don't feel like work to me.
Yeah.
I know we work our asses off. We hustle.
Yeah.
We kill it. We're always thinking of things. If we're not physically working, we're mentally working.
Yeah.
We're always.
I can honestly say I do mentally work.
Yeah. I'm telling you, we're all about lists and practicality and making shit happen and not letting the dust settle under our asses. And we will continue to roll with Spirit how we can.
You know what? You know what's cool, guys? Is our parents they worked their ass off their whole life, and they worked themselves down to where they couldn't go no more. I never wanted to be that.
No, me neither. Which I'm afraid I might have, but at least I realized pretty soon, and figured it out. But anyway, it's not worth it. You got to do what makes your soul happy. Don't worry about work. Spirit will provide if you're truly into it, if you're truly open to the idea that you don't want to be working for the man, and you're doing what you need to do to meet Spirit halfway, you'll be well taken care of. And I hope you all hear that and resonate, because it's true. When you wholeheartedly give in to your cause, your calling, you are vibrating at one of your highest levels that you can vibrate on, I feel like. It's when the most beautiful things start to come into your life, and how you can start to see things as beautiful that you never used to be able to. Or you can recognize the beauty in everything.
Yeah.
And it's what it's meant for.
Yeah, I agree.
Wow.
Wow.
Think about that.
Episode 10?